For the 11th episode of Toy Tengoku, brought to you by HobbyLink Japan
and HobbyLink.tv.
That's right, episode 11 of Toy Tengoku. So 11 is Wan-Wan. Wan-Wan, so I'm wearing my shirt of Muttley.
Yay,
Ken
Muttley.
in Japanese, Wan-Wan. How a dog barks in Japanese.
I'm Robin.
I'm Ardith.
And we're here to show you more great stuff.
That's right. We have excellent things to show off today. What have you got?
I have the wonderful Rio Bot Creations of the Evangelion Unit 01, one of my favorite robots of all time. This is a really new piece designed by Hiroyuki Komatsubara from Studio Reckless. And I'm really looking forward to busting this bad boy out of the box. This is going to be amazing.
Wow, that had just come in, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
This also just came in. Well, it came in earlier in the week, and I'm really surprised that we still have some left. I don't know whether people fear it because of its name or what, but I was very excited to buy one for my very own, from Kamen Rider Fourze, the Horuwankov.
Horuwankov.
Well, it says, let's read it in hiragana, shall we?
Please.
It's the Horuwankov.
Horuwankov.
Yes, it is the hot dog that changes into the killdozer. Okay, it's not a killdozer, but it's fun to think it is.
Face.
Yeah, I really love this picture on the box of Kamen Rider Fourze solemnly regarding his mecha hot dog, his Horuwankov.
I would solemnly regard a mecha hot dog if I had one.
Horuwankov. I mean, just the name itself, I had to have it for the name.
Yeah.
I mean, just like when the Zoids came out with Rainbow Jerk, I had to have
Jerk.
Rainbow Jerk, and Horuwankov is mine, all mine.
Is he going to go in the display case next to Rainbow Jerk?
Oh yeah. I just save them for a day when I'm feeling down. I take them off and just laugh my butt off when I see the name. So Horuwankov.
Yeah.
Although I kind of hate to take them out of the package, but what we got?
What do we got? Oh, wow.
Wow!
Oh my gosh.
Special delivery.
Hey.
You know what this is?
No, what is it? Well, it's Iron Man.
Yeah, but this is the Art Spirits. This is the Art Spirits Active Gear Collection, Iron Man Mark VI.
Oh, wow.
And not only is it him, but he's coming out in May. And what is this? This is the first week of February.
Yeah.
You know how he's coming out in May? Look. Pre-production sample emblazoned upon his butt.
Wow.
This means this is a super secret sneak peek that we have been entrusted with.
Wow.
Yay, so hey, forget this whole wank-off thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to check out Iron Man Mark VI.
Wow.
All right, he's going to be released in May, but we have him now. I'm going to take him for a little spin here.
Oh, boy.
Now what they're promoting, a 1/9 scale is, you've got lots of room for detail there. And they're also promoting the extreme jointedness of
There aren't very many other, I can't think of anything else that's been done in 1/9 scale, can you? Is this like a totally new scale? That's pretty cool.
Wow.
He's pretty amazing, that's for sure. There's lots of detail on that. And
his feet have like these
little
got
panels.
like the jointed toe part.
I love it when a figure has the jointed toes like that. I think that's great.
Now they have some shots in their blog, Art Spirits' blog, about how you can even make him do this, should he so desire.
Do be careful.
Look, he can do it.
Wow.
He has a very wide stance.
That's pretty cool.
And here on this arm, this is the arm where he's firing. I don't know if these are rockets or flares or what. I'm sadly not up on my Iron Man. Although this is the Mark VI suit.
Wow.
So he has arms. He should have an arm for each side where he's firing the rockets and or flares. He also has the fisks, and he has fisks where you can change on there, where he has what are these, the laser cutters.
On this one, they've got the thing that flips up and down, too. That's kind of cool.
This is a pre-production sample, so I'm a little unclear as to whether this is ours or whether
we're just
the loan
borrowing
of
it.
this.
Yeah.
So here he is with the with the laser cutter extended
Wow.
on his wrist.
Wow. That'd be handy if you locked your keys out of your car, in your car.
So he has that on both fists.
Mm-hmm. He's well jointed in the waist too. I was looking at that.
The waist is really neat.
He can kind of bend forward a little bit and bend backward a little bit, which is something that not all jointed figures can do. And that's when you got Iron Man, you have to be as flexible as you
You
can.
can almost do sit-ups.
Wow.
Kind of reminds me of a lobster tail that way. And on the back, these are the air brakes, and they would fit into the back. So how exactly that opens? Yep, this part comes off.
Hey, wow.
So far, so good. Unless I'm doing it backwards. I think I'm doing it backwards. Where'd the other one go?
Right
Oh,
there?
thanks.
Wow, that's cool.
Yep, that is how it goes. It's one half
Well,
of
they
the air
have like
brake
the little
side.
detail on the underside with the little joints in the underside holding it open.
Yeah.
You should
That
point it
is
to the
really,
camera,
really
so that's a really neat little detail.
The finish on this is beautiful.
Yeah. This is actually, just looking at it, it reminds me of some of the larger scale Iron Man figures that we've had that, are really, really, really expensive. But this one's not going to be anywhere near that expensive, and this is amazing.
This is good and hefty too. Here, take a feel.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's pretty solid for a fact. I think Ozzy Osbourne would be proud.
There's also the pop top jobbies to stick on there.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't know what those are.
That's
But those would stick on
fabulous.
the sides like that.
Cool. This is a neat figure. I think I'm gonna have to buy one when they come out because
Well,
he's
they-
just really, really cool.
They're coming out in May.
Coming out in May.
And this is really extremely nice. This is a really, really nice finish. Wow.
Yeah.
It's nice and it's kind of metallic red.
Yeah, it's got
and,
that deep gleaming metallic red going on there.
These panels set in the front of the bicep, those are
Yeah.
over here.
That's amazing.
Those are like etched into there. It's not just painted.
Wow.
It's very, very nice.
This is a really nice piece. This would be a really great addition to any Iron Man collection, or a great start to any Iron Man collection.
You can see kind of like his ankles in there because it's supposed to be,
Oh
an
yeah.
honest to gosh guy inside, even if
Wow.
it is Tony Stark. But so you can see like where there's this actual ankle would fit in
Wow,
there.
cool. Well, I'm really glad that we're able to bring this to our viewers because this is really something extra special that we're being able to show you.
Thank you, Art Spirits.
Thank you, Art Spirits.
Thank you
This is
for
great.
letting us have fun in advance with Iron Man Mark 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. What we've got here now is the Rio Bot Creation Evangelion 01. He was produced by Studio Reckless, and this is brought to us by the nice people at Sentinel and Union Creative. This is a beautiful box that comes in. One thing that was pointed out to me right before we started shooting today was that a lot of Evangelion item boxes that you see for the EVA 01 are mostly purple, because after all, the EVA itself is mostly purple. But this box kind of stays away from the purple thing, which is nice. I'm going to tip it over so you can see the front of it and see that it goes with its accent colors mostly of green and black. And then if you want, you can just open up this flap in the front, get a good look at the robot itself, waiting to come out and play. It's hanging out in its packaging. So I am going to go ahead and close this up again. I'm going to take this thing out of the box.
Ooh.
Just slide the tray out of the box. And then you...
This is a larger size than the Revoltech ones, isn't it?
Yes, yes it is.
Wow, that's pretty serious size.
And he comes right on out. And there it is. Everybody's favorite purple armored beast, EVA 01. And this is, wow, this is really neat. Now they were talking about, I did see on one website they were talking about his thighs, which is kind of a silly thing on a robot to talk about, but seriously, have a look. This guy he's really buff. He's pretty toned. Check out the musculature in those legs there. And those drumsticks.
Wow.
He's ready to go. And he does come with some accessories. He's got a bunch of different hands. I think he has like 10 different, 5 different pair of hands that he can use. There's a couple of the good old legendary Evangelion palette knives, which are always fun if you have a palette you want to knife. And it's got the big old gun. A giant robot just isn't a giant robot without a gun. And perhaps best of all, it has the lance of Longinus, or Longinus. I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that.
There's a base under here.
And there is a base, too. It comes with a nifty base.
Is this where the hands are, too? Because
Quite possibly, yeah. So this is a neat thing. I understand that there's some metal inside of it, too, so it's pretty sturdy.
wow, I really like the patterning on the green areas.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Check that out. It's neat. It's like in plastic underneath, and then there's like a clear green layer on top of it, which gives it a really neat look. So this whole robot was actually designed by Hiroyuki Komatsubara, and I guess he kind of took it and kind of ran with it a little bit. Kind of gave it. I mean, it's still obviously recognizably the Eva 01, but it's definitely got kind of an individual look to it, and I think he did a really nice job. This is one spiffy looking monster.
Those brand new stuff? Boy, they sure do.
Here, you can play with it.
Ah.
Go ahead, play with it.
Now, you have one on your desk
Mhm.
as part of your amazing desk diorama, and I know he plays guitar frequently.
Yeah, he does. He
How
has
does
a
that
guitar.
compare to this? Well, this has a different feel from...
That one is smaller, and that one is the plastic on this one feels different from that one.
It does.
This one, the jointing, you feel it's got a nice solidity. I mean, it's got a nice fluidity.
It has more of a swiveling. You can swivel the
Yeah.
arms.
That's nice. That's very nice. I mean, there's some figures that you swivel their arms and then you just go and come right on out.
Right, but these you can move them
Oh, that's
on
cool.
in, and you can swivel them out.
That is one nice little. You know, I think I'm gonna have to see if this guy can come live on my desk
Wow,
permanently.
and his jaw goes blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, he can open and close his mouth too. Wow, that's amazing. So hey, thank you so much, Rio Bot Creations. That is fantastic. Oh, he's a rant and raven robot now. He says, "I want to go play guitar too."
It's like a Riobot riot.
So that's amazing.
They're going to be bringing out Gurren Lagann
Oh yeah.
in April. I
Oh
think.
wow.
So that's when you get your Riobot
Oh, that's
riot.
when you get your
going
riot
on.
going on. Absolutely. Who would win, Evangelion 01 versus Gurren Lagann?
I think Gurren Lagann.
Oh, I don't know.
Gurren Lagann.
No, I don't think so.
Well, they're both Gynax going on, so
This is true.
Gynax wins no matter what, because
This
you're
is
going to have
true.
to have both. So.
Yeah, yeah, this is true. At the end, they'll just wind up shaking hands and going out for a beer together. You know that.
That is so cool.
That is awesome.
Questions. We get questions.
We get questions.
And the first question of today is from our episode 8 when we were out in the warehouse at Christmas. What's that figure behind Kamen Rider around 245? Well, this was, of course, Kamen Rider Super 1, who was showing us to our great loot. And
Yes.
now, a dramatic recreation.
There's Kamen Rider Super 1.
And there's his figure.
This is Echidna. She's by Q6, and she is from Queensblade, and she is really hot, as you can see. We're not going to take her out of the box, but we do have her on sale right now. She's on special sale, so check her out.
Absolutely. Now, is this Polystone?
I believe so, yeah.
Where's
yeah.
it? PVC. Oh, oh, I see. It says it's fresh Polystone.
Flesh. Yeah,
Flesh
that's-
Polystone. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome figure.
Yes, sir.
And Kamen Rider Super 1 likes her a whole lot. And I can see why someone would want to know just what that figure was.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so there she is.
There she is.
Echidna.
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 Fantastic.
On
Next
with-
question.
On with the questions. The poor Kamen Rider Super 1.
He's
only
like,
got-
wait.
He only has one antenna right now. You know,
Uh-huh.
those just kind of set in there, but
Uh-huh.
I made the mistake of leaving him here over Christmas break.
Uh-huh.
And when I came back, he only had one antenna.
Santa stole it.
I think so.
Man.
It's tragic. All right, question 2. Well, this wasn't really a question, but we wanted to make note of it. The Depth Charge 87, by the way, was the person who wanted to know what the figure was behind Kamen Rider Super 1. Question 2. It's a comment from Mobile Suit 101 who says, "Ha ha ha! I totally love the MXC reference during the Lelouch preview." When we asked whether Lelouch was related to Guy
Guy
Lelouch.
Lelouch.
Yeah.
We love MXC.
MXC is awesome.
Right you are, Kenny.
Okay, on to question 3. Gundam Swag wants to know, oddly enough, do you guys collect or build any Gunpla?
Yes, we do.
Of course
actually.
we do. Of course we do. We aren't just tender, sweet little girls,
No,
and we
we're
only
not.
like to play with
Absolutely not.
dolls. No. I know. Well, you and I both have a lot of the Gundam Wing kits that had come out in the middle '90s.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think that's really the first Gundam kits that I ever bought.
Yeah, we had the 1/144th scale ones.
Yeah, I got to have those and the 100s, and
then we
got to
got
have the super deformed
the
ones.
super deformed ones. Yep.
And
Yeah, for a long time I had a Gundam conga line going on my computer desk at home.
Oh man. And I mean, so lately, I don't know. I have to like the Gundam to want to build the kit of it, and I just really like the Gundam Wing ones the most. So that's, I mean, lately with these great new master grades that have come out, I bought those too. Although I haven't gotten the perfect grade Wing Gundam. I think that's just
You got
too
the
much spot.
you got the Epion, and you.
Oh yeah, I love Epion.
You picked up the Sandrock as well.
Sandrock
right?
and the Death Scythe, and I haven't gotten the heavy arms yet, but I need to. That just recently came out. But I mean, we like other mecha stuff too. I mean, you're crazy for the
I love the
Evangelion
Evangelion 01. I mean, I think this is going to be like my 8th or 9th Eva 01 figure that I have, but that's okay. I just, I mean, it's just such a cool looking robot. I just can't.
Well, but as far as kits. Yeah.
I actually did build a kit of the Eva 01, but it wound up looking a little bit funny. But that's because I was a little inexperienced at the time.
I like Vifom kits. I just have a soft spot between the ears for Vifom mecha, and the Torenfom. I'm crazy for the Torenfom. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I like the Torenfom best of the mecha and Vifom. But the Leisner also, maybe because it looks kind of sort of like the Torenfom. But so I have kits of the Leisner too. So
there you go.
I have not built them, but they're there for that day when I finally find some time to build them. So we do Gunpla, just not to the degree that Sid does. We are nowhere near that scale of expertise.
And that's why we don't cover it here, because that's Sid's department. We let him do that.
The realm of Sid. But yes, we are. We do know that.
Absolutely.
Now, I kind of got into trouble in episode, I guess this was 9.
Episode 9. Yeah.
That was episode 9 when we had come back after the start of the year, and we were out in the warehouse showing off some new things. And there were the Dendrobium sisters. The Dendrobium sisters. And I was wacky and said, are they related to the Gundam Dendrobium? And you said no. And I made the mistake of saying, that's a relief. You know, when you're on camera like this, you don't know what you're going to say, and all these things fly through your head of what you could say next, and that's just what popped out of my mouth. But it bothered some people. Grargle, who said, "You wound me." We wounded him when I said that's a relief. You know, the last thing I want to do is wound a fellow fan of Kaishidan. I'm really sorry, and let me explain why I said that about the Dendrobium.
You do have a little bit of a grudge against the Dendrobium,
I do,
don't
that's
you?
true. That's true, because when HobbyLink was back in Tatebayashi, this was,
We've been here, what, about
maybe 3-4 years? But back before that in Tatebayashi, we would do inventory twice a year. We still do.
And it was a much smaller facility, too.
Back then, this is before Sid was here, and among the foreign staff, I knew about the most about Gundam of some of the foreign staff at that time. So lucky me, got assigned to do the inventory of the Gundam kits, like 3 years running, twice a year. And that's not so bad when it's some of the larger kits, but when it's the humongous giant Dendrobiums that are on top of the shelves, and the shelves back then are taller then than what we have now.
Taller,
They're way up there, and you're trying to count all these Dendrobiums that are just overhead of what you can reach when you're standing on the step stools. And it's like, they were just a big pain, because you need to see if there's any stacked behind them and all this. So I just really, this is the high grade, the high grade Universal Century 1/144th scale Dendrobium.
which comes in a box about the size of a coffee table. So
They're huge.
and they're enormous.
Now, you know what Dendrobium is, right?
It's the scientific name for an orchid, right?
Yeah, but in the Gundam, when it comes to Gundams, basically it's this great big fortress-looking thing. And inside is this little Gundam. He's very, very well armored, but essentially it is a mecha corn dog, with a little Gundam inside, and all this coating around it. Yeah, mecha corn dog.
Mecha corn dog.
Yes, so
It just ties into your hot dog theme with this episode, doesn't it?
Horuwankov, yes. So yeah,
Wow.
so I just don't get along well with Dendrobium. So that's all it is. It's not anything against Gundam. It's not anything about the Dendrobium as it appears in its heroic role in the show. Me and the kid, sorry, I just let
suppose they
that
just
kind
had
of
to call it
slip
a
in,
Dendrobium,
little
not a
stream
mecha
of
corn dog.
little stream of conscious thing get in there. So I did not mean to offend anyone, sorry. Lin cosplay comments about those figures. I so wish it had something to do with the Gundam Dendrobium, haha, yeah. So people love the Dendrobium, except me, so
Well.
sorry. Now, both Lin cosplay and Gargle mention about the Mobile Suit Girl figures coming out. Gargle mentions how there's a Dendrobium Mobile Suit Girl figure coming out sometime this year. I haven't seen any dates
Yeah.
on that yet. Lin cosplay says, on a side note, will HLJ be offering the Mobile Suit Girl figures? We have been watching and waiting for information to come up about the Mobile Suit Girl figures. And where we have been watching for this information, well, we don't have anything yet. There's no official release date yet. But in episodes of Gundam Ace, they've been kind of giving a progress report on things that are coming along. And this is the Shoujo Mobile Suit Girl Wing Gundam Endless Waltz type.
Very
This is
cool.
far enough along that they are able to show a photo of it and say that the planned release is in spring of
Okay.
2012.
Okay.
Doesn't give a month, just says spring.
Cool.
Doesn't have any actual order information or a specific release date. Does say it's going to be 14 centimeters tall.
The way it looks like she's configured from the photographs here, it looks really similar to a Busou Shinki figure, and she'll be in scale with them at 14 centimeters. So you have the girl and then the stuff that attaches to her to form the Gundam Wing Girl, and that's going to be pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. That'd be awesome.
So this is the one that we've seen the most finished
Yeah.
images of. And so I expect this is probably going to be the first release, but we don't yet know a specific date, don't yet have information that we can even put it into the catalog at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah.
So
As soon as we can, though, I expect that we will.
yeah,
'Cause
just
she's-
keep an
she's
eye
really
out,
cool.
and we will want to carry her once
Absolutely.
once we get the information
Yeah.
to be able to start taking orders.
absolutely.
So, yes, Mobile Suit Girls are on the horizon. Okay, and Gargle continues with a comment about that episode when we were talked about somebody sang the Madoka opening theme at our Shinenkai New Year's staff party. Gargle says, whoever sang the Madoka opening theme at your staff party totally has to be on one of these shows at some point, seriously. He's on the other side of the store. And he's part of our warehouse and data entry staff. Data entry isn't really the right way to put it, but when we get the information from the manufacturers and distributors about what we can begin taking orders for, he puts it into the computer system. He is a Japanese fellow, and his last name starts with S. I don't know if we should do it I don't know if we should
Yeah,
give
we
it
should
any
just
past
call him
that. But
S.
he's on the other side of it, part of our mighty staff.
Yes.
Richard 1701 Abel says, I bet it was Sid that did the singing. Have you ever heard Sid sing?
No, I haven't.
I haven't ever heard Sid,
I don't
Sid
know
sing
if Sid
either.
does sing.
I don't think he does the karaoke thing.
Yeah.
So sadly, no, it was not Sid.
wasn't Sid.
Although let this be a challenge to Sid.
Hey.
Sid, you know you're going to watch this
We're
video.
calling you out, Sid.
We want to hear you sing, Sid. You sang.
Yeah.
I
Not very
sang.
well.
I can barely talk right now because I was at karaoke last night for 5 stupid hours because I didn't keep track of the time, trying to learn the Gokyu Choji Ikiman opening theme.
Oh boy.
Someday I'll be able to sing it. But no, it was not Sid. But come on, Sid, let's hear you.
Yeah.
All right, and our final question for today comes from Neon Wave 1, who asks, and this is about our last episode with Arale-chan, when we had the future EX Gokeen DX Arale-chan. Didn't Arale-chan appear in the original Dragon Ball series? I remember seeing a character that looked a lot like her. Yeah, in fact, she was. When the Red Ribbon Army and General Blue, they managed to go as far as Penguin Village. Yeah, and so Goku
Oh, I
and
bet that was a
Arale
mess.
team up to kick his butt.
All
Yeah,
right.
man. Arale-chan. Well, Arale does the main kicking of the butt. In
I'll
that,
bet.
But yeah, she
Wow.
was in there. Of course, both Dr. Slump which was where RLA-chan is from, and Dragon Ball. Those both began as manga by Akira Toriyama. I forgot to mention that when we did the character figure.
yeah.
But yeah, so yes, they have that shared root, and RLA-chan was in Dragon Ball.
Wow. Cool.
And those are our questions for this go-round.
Hey. Okay. I think that about winds it up for this episode.
Well, let's go ahead and hooch over Iron Man here. Let's bring back this episode's special guest stars. Here's the eminently posable Art Spirits. It's such a new series that I cannot remember what the name of it is. It's the something something. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to have to look. Sorry, the Active Gear Collection. That's it. A year from now, I won't be having this trouble because there's going to be scads of different figures in this line, and we're going to know it as well as, you know,
as we know Robotech or any other.
Yeah, or SH Figure Arts. Yeah, but the Active Gear Collection. Lead off. Iron Man Mark 6 coming out in May, but you get the sneak peek now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Art Spirits. This is an awesome, awesome scoop.
And then we get the Riobot Evangelion-01, and we busted out his spare hands here, so you can see him, and his base, which is really cool.
Is that the Rio
The
board?
Rio board. Yes, they refer to that as a
board.
Rio board. It's not just a base; it's a Rio board. So yeah, this is another series I'm looking forward to seeing more of.
And
of course,
the
let's not
sadly
forget,
preempted Horuwankov.
we might have to look at Horuwankov another time.
I don't know if I dare.
I don't know if I want to. That's a little frightening.
We're told that we should do the hiragana pronunciation, so the Horuwankov. It sounds kind of Russian, doesn't it?
It does. Let's not think about it too much. It might hurt.
We'll look at the Killdozer side.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. So that's this episode of
All
Toy
right.
Tengoku.
Woohoo!
And we will be, thanks a lot for watching it.
Yeah, please do keep watching, and please, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments on HobbyLink.tv or YouTube, or answer as many as we can.
Absolutely. Okay, so we will be back next week.
Absolutely.
With more fun and excitement.
Or something like that.
With G-Force. Fun and excitement with toys. Not G-Force, though, although there's some neat Gatchaman stuff coming.
Yeah.
This being the anniversary year.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that.
All right, so we will see what happens next time. Next time
Next time
on
Toy Tengoku.